Welcome to the 2016 Salem Disc Golf Academy Tournament, a round to remember. This year's proceeds go to the Alzheimer's Association. All of us at the Salem Disc Golf Academy thank you for your continued support. To make sure your day goes smoothly, we have highlighted a few areas to get you off to a great start. First, let's talk about your drive. When the disc is released, your foot needs to be behind the line. After the disc comes out of your hand, you can take a step. This would be considered a foot fault, and you would have to take a penalty stroke and rethrow. For the side of the tee box, the planted area of your foot must be in the box, but you can be on the line. This would also be considered a foot fault, and you would have to rethrow. Now, let's talk about marking your disc for the next shot. There are two basic methods for marking your disc. The most common is to use a smaller marker disc that's placed at the front of your disc towards the basket. With the marker in place, your foot needs to be within 1 foot of the marker to throw the disc. Neither foot can be in front of the marker in relation to the basket. You may also use your disc as the marker, and the same rules apply. Now let's discuss mandos. Mandos are a part on the course where you must go a certain direction around the object, such as the tree on the left or the tree on the right, as you see here. In this situation, this is a double mando, and you're required to go between the two arrows. On this throw, the shot is in play, as the tree was hit, but it stayed to the right of the arrow. In this situation, the mando was missed. Here at Salem Disc Golf Academy, you have two options. The first is to re-tee. You were not penalized a stroke, however the first stroke did count, and you throw 2. Here we see the second option. Here the player misses the mando on the right and chooses to use that disc. At this point the player must come back around the mando to be in play. This is not always the wisest choice, but it is up to the player to make the best decision. Now let's take a look at what is out of bounds. In this situation, the paved road is considered out of bounds. Clearly, the disc is out of bounds. When a disc is out of bounds, you get 1 meter from the road directly away from the out of bounds mark. At no point are you allowed to throw from out of bounds. In this situation, you receive an extra stroke for moving the disc. If this would have been the position of the disc, this is considered inbounds if any part of the disc is touching the inbound mark. You will still receive the 1 meter rule, but no penalty stroke is obtained. And now on to the other out of bounds, which is marked with caution tape. On this hole, which is hole number 5 at Salem Disc Golf Academy, there are multiple out of bounds marks. As you get closer to the basket, there is a big valley that is marked off in a circle. Everything inside this circle is considered out of bounds. On this shot, the player clears the ravine and is safe in bounds. However, on this instance, he has clearly fallen into the out of bounds area. When a player hits the out of bounds circle on hole 5, there is a drop zone. You will take a penalty for bringing your disc to the drop zone and then stand in the orange box in front of the bridge and pray you make your putt. In this instance, the player is clearly out of bounds and must take a penalty stroke and throw from the drop zone on the other side of the bridge. However, if this would have been where the disc was, the player is touching the inbounds mark and can take their 1 meter directly away from the out of bounds marking, and then they can putt without taking a penalty stroke. If a shot ever looks like there is a question and you are not sure if you are in or out of bounds, it is always best to ask.
Hey buddy, I think I'm in, but I can't tell for sure. You want to come take a look? I'm looking straight down. It feels like I can see it outside that tape. You're good. Take your 3 feet, your meter.
If your disc is ever held up in a tree, this is not a penalty at Salem Disc Golf Academy. You need to make a straight line below the front of your disc and make a mark, and that will be where you throw from. No penalty stroke is obtained. A disc that is resting on the gravel driveway leading to the houses is not a penalty. And let's not forget the most important rule of all. Have fun, make sure everybody around you is having fun, and spread the word about disc golf. We appreciate you watching the video today, and we really hope you have a great round.